Okay, folks, there's so much going on. Let me just walk you through it. First, there is a tape recording of former President Trump saying that he had a classified document which he could not show to people, proving that he knew he had documents that should have not left the White House that were still classified. And this document that Trump says he has was a document that stated that, according to Trump, General Milley wanted to start a war with Iran. The fact of the matter is, Trump wanted to start that war with Iran to try to stay in power at the end of his term. And the New Yorker published a whole story about it, how Milley had a fight with Trump to not send us to war so his traitorous ass could stay in power. And now Trump is lying and trying to say that it was Milley who was trying to send us to war. And on this tape, he's saying the document that he's holding is a document that Milley put together about attacking Iran. Now, since this is Trump, no one knows what the real story is. He could be lying about whatever he had in that meeting that he was recorded on. But the fact of the matter is, he knew he had documents that he couldn't show people. And that has been recorded. Listen to MSNBC's Alex Wagner break it all down for you.
During that summer, July of 2021, the New Yorker published this explosive story. You're going to have an effing war. Mark Milley's fight to stop Trump from striking Iran. That very attention-grabbing headline was one of a series of reports published around that time detailing how Mark Milley, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff under Trump, how General Milley had spent the last days of the Trump presidency frantically trying to stop the president from starting a war to keep himself in office. For several months, Milley had been engaged in an alarmed effort to ensure that Trump did not embark on a military conflict with Iran as part of his quixotic campaign to overturn the results of the 2020 election and remain in power. The chairman secretly feared that Trump would insist on launching a strike on Iranian interests that could set off a full-blown war. So General Milley was worried that President Trump would use the pretext of a war with Iran to stay in power, which is, I guess, one way to do it. Now, that war obviously never came to pass. Instead, Trump pulled many other insane levers to stay in the White House.
Trump was willing to go to war so that he could try to stay in power. And he's the front runner of the Republican Party who still backs this traitorous son of a gun. Please continue to save America by continuing to vote out corrupt, dangerous, and hateful Republicans by continuing to vote blue.